I'm Robert Shapiro. I'm the chairman and founder of Sonicon, an economic advisory and analysis firm in Washington, D.C. I've advised President Clinton, President Obama, senior members of the Biden administration on economic policy and the economy. The single most effective way to help people stop smoking, which kills 480,000 people a year, is to switch to vaping, which kills no people a year. Right now, the public is very badly misinformed, at least about the science of this, in part because the media treatment has been simply wrong-headed. It's ignored the science. Americans have been smoking at declining rates for almost 30 years. There's a break in the data where the decline in smoking rates accelerates sharply. That acceleration in declining smoking rates corresponds to the introduction and adoption of e-cigarettes. From 2010 to 2022, the numbers of people who stopped smoking were increased by over 6 million as a result of the use of vaping, which is to say vaping has had a significant effect, is the primary, it's not the only factor, but the primary factor in this acceleration in the decline in adult smoking rates. There's been a lot of concern about adolescents' use of e-cigarettes. We found adolescents do use e-cigarettes at a greater rate than adults. Adolescent use peaked around 2019 and has come down almost 50%. Only 3 or 4% of high school students vape daily. The groups that will benefit most from greater public knowledge of the benefits of switching from smoking to e-cigarettes are those with the highest smoking rates. And the groups with the highest smoking rates tend to be minorities. African Americans in particular have much higher smoking rates than any other racial group in the society, and also the lowest vaping rates. LGBTQ communities, adolescents in particular, smoke at much higher rates than other adolescents, and also people ages 45 to 64 who smoke at much higher rates than those younger and older. Their adolescence came right before the sharp decline in smoking rates began around 1990. So that this sense of crisis around vaping has been enormously exaggerated. But then you have to ask yourself, what is the crisis? Well, the crisis in many people's mind is associated with nicotine, because there is nicotine in vaping products as there is in cigarettes. But nicotine is the only ingredient that vaping shares with cigarettes. None of the carcinogenic or otherwise toxic substances, either in cigarettes or which are produced by burning tobacco, are present in e-cigarettes. Every time someone switches from smoking cigarettes to using e-cigarettes, the likelihood of premature death from cancer, heart disease, strokes, COPD goes down. And to the extent that it goes down, that means we're saving lives. The economic benefits in lower healthcare costs and in the productivity of people who can work rather than be out because they're sick are significant effects. The current warnings on vaping products should change to say vaping can help people stop smoking, because that's what the science is. This is really no longer matters of real controversy among scientists. There are innumerable studies now in the United States and around the world showing that the effectiveness of e-cigarettes in helping people who want to stop smoking, and even helping people who hadn't intended to stop smoking. So instead of warning people to stay away, we should be saying, if you're a smoker, this is a real alternative for you.